Yep. Yep. Good evening, everyone. So, last session we learnt about how to deal with components. So, I will give a summary about what we discussed yesterday. So, in our yesterday session, we learnt about how to install libraries. So, installing libraries without CDN. We used npm and we learned how to install the libraries. One more we learned about components. So we discussed about how to design component. But this is just introduction about component. We have to learn so many more things about components. So what are basic rules about components I explained is a component can be designed by using function or class. So modern React always recommends using functions. By using function, we have to design a component. And while creating components, you learn the function rules. Function name must start with an capital letter. Every function must return what? It should return JSX. It should return JSX. And JSX must be returned as one fragment. Am I right? Right. And JSX will contain only elements with end tokens. Every element must end and it must use only properties. It cannot use attributes, right? And today, okay, so we will take one real world example for that in designing it. Let's take one simple example and design. So let's take this Yep. So just got disconnected online people. Just wait 1 second. Yep. So we will see one example of how to design a simple screen like Netflix. Actually, this is the Netflix main screen. And We will see how to design this by using our React. Now, for that, first you need to understand the hierarchy of components inside. So let's see what is the basic hierarchy is. I will explain that. So in this website, if you look at the design, you can see we will have a main screen. This main screen contains the main screen have backend. Yeah, this is the main screen we are having. This we can call it as, this is a Netflix index component. So we are having a Netflix index component. You can see the first is index component. This is, you know that whenever anybody opens our website, it will start with which page? Index. So the first component is index. So this is the entire Netflix index page. Now what happens is, inside this Netflix index, you see Netflix index is having some background photo, but it is not dominating. Huh? It has a background photo and not dominating. So in the index, at the top, you can see, in the index, you can see at the top, it is having another component. So this component is actually the Netflix header component. So this is another component and this is Netflix header. So this is Netflix header component. Means inside index, at the top you will have a header. Header have left side banner and right side some buttons and drop down. Yeah. Okay. Below the header, you can see below the header, it is having another component. Below the header, it is having a component. This we can call it as Netflix section component. Actually, this is Netflix main. Generally, main is considered as entry point. Na? That means it starts with main. You know, in HTML, we have a main semantic, right? So in the index, at the top, we have header. Below the header, we are having main. Inside main, it is having some information like unlimited movies and all. That is main content. And you can see there is a component. This is register component. They can register and they can start. So inside the main component, it is having another component inside main. Inside main component, we have another component and this component is a register component. So we have a Netflix register component. So inside the main, we have register. So this is a register component inside the main. Initially, this is the hierarchy of the website that you are watching. So we have a index component and we are having header. We are having main, inside main, register. You see register is repeating one more time below. So we can reuse the register in different places. Later we will add other components into this. First, let's see how to design this. Actually, to get these styles, colors, effects and all, Netflix people are using a library and module systems called as MUI. We call material UI. They are using MUI. You see, there is a library called MUI. This you will learn later in React.js. They are using this library. You can see these are the people who using it. Spotify, Amazon, NASA, Netflix, all these people's websites are using MUI. But later we will learn this MUI, because for that first you need to know React. So what we will do is, without MUI, we will try to build this with Bootstrap. That means we will use Bootstrap in our project, and using Bootstrap, we will try to build this interface. Let's see how to do that. If you already learned Bootstrap while learning HTML and CSS, that is good, because that is mandatory these days to learn Bootstrap, Tailwind like libraries. Without that, we can't build applications easily. So if you already learned that, it is easy. So otherwise, you need to go through all the concepts of Bootstrap. In our Naresh IT website, YouTube channel, we have a workshop on Bootstrap. You go through that. Majority people who learned HTML, JavaScript classes from us, they already know it, because Bootstrap is a topic in that. We already discussed it. If anybody not aware, you missed, then you can go through that. Here we can't teach you that, we will just use it. We will use the Bootstrap concept here. So using Bootstrap, we need to build this interface and see. So how many components you need now? 4 components. And application will start with which one? Index. In index, we have a header and main. Inside main, again, we have a register. Let's build this and see, right? So we will see how to build this interaction. For that, first today, we are going to learn first point, set up Bootstrap for project. So first today we are going to learn how to set up Bootstrap for project. How we can set up Bootstrap. So first what you have to do is install following libraries into project. npm install Bootstrap and Bootstrap icons and save. We have to install and save this. So in our project, we have to set up this. Okay. Now link the following files to HTML page. In which page you want to use Bootstrap, you have to link the files. What are the files you need is link relation style sheet, because you need CSS files. Href will come from node modules. So in that, Bootstrap dist CSS bootstrap.css. That is one. Another link relation style sheet. Href, it is node modules. Bootstrap have icons. Bootstrap icons, font, bootstrap icons.css. you need this file. Bootstrap icon CSS. These two are enough for Bootstrap styles. Bootstrap have functionality also, components. For that we need a file script. So you need to link these files in our project. So Bootstrap CSS. So first you need to install and link these files. Remember, we are learning how to use Bootstrap in existing web application. In next level, we will learn how to create a separate React application. When we learn that, every time you don't need to link files. We just link files in one place and it can be used from anywhere. That technique you will see later. Because currently in the beginning, what we are learning, how to use React in an existing ordinary web application. That's what we are seeing. When we build a separate React application, these files we don't need to link every time. Once we link, they will work everywhere. That's environment you are going to see in next level, how to do that. So these files you need to set up in our project. Let's see how to do this. First, let's go to our project. So this is our project, web app. In web app, yesterday we created the React environment. Huh? Yes. I will install those libraries also. So how do we install the libraries in the terminal? In the terminal, I have to run the command npm install bootstrap and bootstrap icons and save. That is installed successfully. Now let's go and design one page. I am creating a HTML page called netflix.html. Now in this HTML page, we want to use React and Bootstrap. Then you know the complete environment what to do. For React, you need no script. Please enable JavaScript on your browser, right? And we need a div with ID as what? Root. Title I will just give as Netflix. I will link first Bootstrap files. I will put a HTML comment, Bootstrap library. And we need to link the Bootstrap library. Bootstrap library link relation is equal to style sheet href node modules bootstrap icons, font, icons.css. Link relation is style sheet, href, node modules, bootstrap, dist, css, bootstrap.css. And another script source, node modules, bootstrap, dist.js, bootstrap bundle.js. So these are bootstrap library. Now we need React library. React library also we need to set up. You know already how many files we need? 3 files. Good. What are those? Script. Yeah. And I told you two module system. CJS, another one, UMD. Which module system we need? UMD. Node modules. In that first we have to React, UMD, React development.js. Another script. Source. This is node modules. React DOM. In that UMD, React DOM development.js. One more you need. Babel. Script source, node modules, Babel, standalone babel.js. Now we need to write a script, and the script type must be text/Babel. Babel or JSX. We can use any. Now you know that your React is also ready. So React environment and Bootstrap environment is ready. Now let's build the interface. So how many components? One more. We need to create virtual DOM. Na? So how to create virtual DOM? In the new version, we have to use constant root. React DOM dot what? Create root. Which one? Document get element by ID root. And root dot render. It should render with Netflix index. That is the startup. Na? So still we haven't designed, we will do that. So now let's go to our functions. Here we are writing a component function, Netflix index component. Am I right? And according to component rules, capital letter, and it should return a div. So that just div I given. Okay. This is Netflix index. And what we want is this Netflix index will have a div. I will put a class name called class name as some shade. Shade is a class name. Why I will show you. And observe now this render. It should start with which one? Netflix index. We have to use the component there. That means now it will create a virtual DOM, and into the virtual DOM it will add Netflix index, and it will render that Netflix index into actual DOM root. Na? It is going to render there. And currently it is empty. Nothing is there. You see now, when I run this, you can see Netflix index is there, but it is currently empty. What I want is, I want a background Netflix banner. So you can Google and download some Netflix background. So in images, you search for Netflix background. You will see some Netflix background photos will be there. You can download any Netflix background. You can just download the Netflix background and save in your project. Actually, in my device already I have that. So I am using it. In my device, I am already having that images. Yeah. So I have so many images, public images. So Netflix Netflix banner is there. I will copy into our project folder. Our project is in web app na. In web app, we have public. In public, I will put this Netflix banner JPG. Now what we need to do is, we have the image. We need to display the image. So I will use here styles. I will put here custom styles also. Remember, in the next level, we are going to separate them into files. Every component file will be separate. Every script file will be separate. Every style file will be separate. We will implement and use them. As of now, we are adding everything into one location. Okay, custom style. We are writing a style token. We have a body na. So for body, I'm using background image. URL, it will come from Netflix banner.jpg. And you can see that it sets a Netflix background. This is the original size of that Netflix background. But we want to fit it correctly. So what I will do is, we will use background size as cover. It will fit like this. And remember, in the background, there is a photo, but it should not dominate. Uh, Currently, you are watching a Netflix index component here. It is empty, nothing is there. You see that Netflix index component is having a shade na? So we will access that class here. Dot what shade? Background color is RGBA. You know, in CSS we have RGBA. So 000 will put a black color and 0.6 is transparent. Little transparent black color, and height of shade is 100 VH. Height is nothing but screen size. 100 VH means screen size. Viewport height. Huh? So now you can see that the background is not dominated. Am I right? So we have a background, but background will not dominate. So we can set the background more. So they will come back. So here the background is not dominating here because the transparency you can adjust. Suppose 0.7, that means it will be more darker. Understood? So we can have 0.5, that means little bright. It is going to display in that way, right? So here we are setting up some 0.6, that is fine. This looks okay. That is the background we are having. So up to this, everyone understood? So our page is having a background. On the page, which component is displaying? Index. In index, a background is set in such a way that it will not dominate. We are using a background shade there, right? We are displaying. Okay, now what to do is, inside index, we have a header. Na? So we have to design a function. What is this? Netflix, which one? Header. Okay, it will return a header semantic. You know, in HTML we have header semantic. In header, I will put a division. This will use as the word Netflix. and I have another division, and this division will have some another div. In that div I will put a drop down, I will put a span. Actually this span will have a class name bi that is translate, and we have a select is a drop down. Select will have an option. Temporarily I am using the option language, and after that we will have a button, and this button will have sign in. sign in Sign in. So class name bt and btn danger, these are all bootstrap classes. It is still not done, so much work is there. Header is ready. Now tell me where to display header inside index now. Inside index we want header component here. How to access that component? Netflix header, and you can see header will come there, but it is still not ready, so much is there. So let's go to header component. In that header I will use a class deflex justify content, justify content between, justify content between, and padding is 4. Okay, you can see it will display like this, and text as what? White. It will put a text color as white. Several more work is there here. See, what I will do is, for this I will use a class. Font size is 1, font weight is bold, and text as danger. That means it will put the word Netflix there. And right side this we will use as class name, we use as input group, then it will look like combined. This will be used as class name, this is as form select, and this is as input group text. These are all bootstrap, and it will display like this combined. And these two should be side by side. These two should be side by side. Button, and that then we will use a display class name as what? Deflex. It will keep side by side. So actually these two must be in one div, then it is better. In a div we will keep them, and so flex will keep it. Okay, and we will need to give here. So display flex, and make sure that these two are inside it. This button is also here. Later we will keep other alignments and all. And we will keep mx. Mx is 2 or 3, then horizontally some gap. Later we can add lot of effects there, because actually they are not using HTML drop down, they are using bootstrap, right? So we have to just achieve the concept. Later we can add the functionalities, right? We will add the functionality later. So generally this input group means if you want to make it separate, lot of styling is there. You have to do that. As of now, this is enough. First, we will achieve the basic concept. Later, we can implement. Now, this is the header part. Actually, what they were doing is, this button is not inside. This button is outside. And what they do, display flex. Flex is row. They have so many options. They can apply like this. And this div we have to remove. One div we need to remove. Okay. That will keep the side by side options. And we need to add one more option. Align items center or top. It will be like this. Actually, you need a lot of styling. So this is the basic header part ready, right? So in the Netflix index, we are having a header. Okay, below header, what you want? See the diagram here. Below the header, we are having a main. We need a main. Okay, let's design it. Let's go and create another one. We will create another function. What is it? Netflix main. It will return a semantic called what? Main. You know HTML have main semantic also. We will use a main. Now this main is having some message. Let's put this message. I will copy this one and I will paste that here. I will keep this one as a div and this one another div. We have two divs. We are adding those two divs here. This is the main. Now tell me where to display the main. In the Netflix index below the header. Below the header we have to access which one? Netflix main. And you can see that Netflix main will come here below. But alignment colors all required. So let's go to the main area. We will put class as text center and text white. And you can see it will display like this. Now here we have some more things to do. In our styles, we will write wherever main is present, padding top, padding top, padding top, I will give 100 pixel. Main will have padding top 100 pixel. And in the main, you can see this is the title. I will give a class name. Font size is 1. Font weight is bold. And it will display large. We can do it more larger. You can write your own class names and styles. Right. Initially, so here I will put a break. BR break. It will display like this. According to their design, they are having after shows and more. Right. That means it is having same displayed like this. And below this, the font size, here I will give class name, font size as some 5. It is nothing but little large. Margin top is 5. Little down. 5, 3 looks okay. That will be down. So we have a Netflix header and we have a Netflix main. Now inside the main, below this, there is a register component now. So we will design a register component. So we will create another component. Now, is there any order for writing functions? No order because we are using declaration. Declaration supports hoisting, right? So what is the point? I can write here function. What is it? Netflix register. Okay. This Netflix register will return a form. Am I right? HTML have form semantic. Now, in the form, I will keep two divisions. In one division, it is having some title. In one division, it is having this title. I will copy that title there. In another division, In another division, it is having some text box, right? It is having an input type as email, and we need to end, and we have a button. In the button, we have the text class name, btn danger, and we have a word called get started. After that, we have a symbol. We'll put a span, and this will be class name bi chevron right. Okay. Actually, Netflix register is ready, but still not design ready. What we want, the register should be displayed below this title in main. So inside main, let's go to the main. Yeah, in the, where is it? Yeah, inside the main, this is the main area. Below this div, we will keep another div. Am I right? In this div, we have to access register component. Na? We have to use which one? Netflix register. And you can see that register component come there. Now we need to add some styles for this register component. What I will do is, let's go to register component, and here we will use this class name as form control, and this I will keep it as class name as input group. Actually not required. So just I will give form control, then it will display like this. Side by side we want to display, then we have to put a class name dflex. It will keep that side by side. Actually, the font size also styles we need to add. So W50, it will keep like this. So better what I will do is, means you can add lot of effects. Better I will use, instead of that, input group is little better. Okay. And input group LG. LG means it will give a large. And one more is the form is having class margin top 3 or 4 little down. Am I right? And it should adjust the width. Na? So how do we do that is, this must be kept in another div again. These all requires styling. So this div should use class name as dflex justify content center. Justify content center. That means it will keep it center, and W some 50, width 50. And we have one more thing. All this must be in another div again. We need lot of divisions to create correctly. Because I am using input group there, and it will display like this. Justify content center. One more thing we have to do. What is it? Align items. Align items as what? Center. Okay. We need to shift this little left center. Where is the prob? This form have, it is kept inside. Entire form is kept inside this area. So here we have to keep. Where is the main? Yeah. Here we have to keep. We will keep class name. What is it? Display flex. Justify content what? Center. It will keep it center. Now here we can keep the width. Width I will set it to normal, and it will get it to normal. and little bit gap we want, right? It's gone again. Right. Is this visible to you? Right. So I will just move this little down. What we have to do, this Netflix register form and this text class name, what we have to use some my is 2 or 3, little gap will come. And this text box temporarily having a placeholder. You have placeholder na, your email address, and you can see it will display that there. So if you want some gap, I will add some mx is 2 or 3, then some gap will come. Background colors effects, we can add whatever we want, but initially I'm just keeping normal, because this we will learn how to design with another example. Another example means currently we are using Bootstrap now, right? Instead of Bootstrap, we can use a concept of MUI, which really Netflix people are using. Then what we can do is we can achieve the same clone of Netflix. That means how the Netflix buttons, text box look like, exact colors effects we can achieve. So, but this is just to show you how the hierarchy of components are used. That means now currently in this screen, how many components are there? 4 components are there. What are those? Netflix index. Application starts with Netflix index. At the top inside index, we have a header. Below the header, we have main. Inside main section. Inside main register. Huh? So what is the point is, see, suppose they want register again, they can use Netflix register anywhere they want. Then you can see it will duplicate it. That depends on where they want. I'm just roughly keeping there. But usually I want some below or somewhere in the footer. Then I will use here. Okay. Then it will come below now. That means we don't rewrite and redesign. We have to just reuse. So we have to create a component and we have to reuse the component. So this is just to explain how the components hierarchies are used. So this is the hierarchical design we created. Everyone understood? Right? So in this design will be new for people who don't know any Bootstrap. Because if you don't know any Bootstrap, then you can't understand. So at React level, you should be good with Bootstrap, CSS and all. Why? Because React Angular developers are very high-end front-end developers. Understood? They are very high-end front-end developers. A React developer cannot say, I know little bit JavaScript, little bit CSS, here and there I saw Bootstrap. That doesn't satisfy. A React developer or an Angular developer in real world projects means he must master the techniques of Bootstrap, Tailwind, CSS, HTML, JavaScript. So you can't project yourself as a React developer without all that. So you must try to design this. Huh? Is it clear? Right. So in this design, what I am doing is I am creating a simple hierarchy of all components in one page only I designed. Huh? But this is what you are going to see in next level. In the next level, we will see everything separated. Everything is cleanly separated. Cleanly separated means CSS files separate, JavaScript files separate, components also separate, a different file structure will be there. This is how to use React in existing web application. So I will copy this example You have to try this example. So this is the page. Everyone got that drive link, na? Right? In that I uploaded the previous notes. Google Drive link I shared. So in that we uploaded the notes. This is the example. Understood? Right? You must try this example. If you can do this, now we are going to learn how to build a React, how to build a React 19 application. Understood? Currently we are using which one? React 18. And we are using React in that 18 application. Now we will see how to build the React 19 application. That we will see in next session. Today this is enough. Why? Because I will take doubts from the people if anybody have doubts. Others can leave. If anybody have doubts, we will have a doubt session. So we can take the doubts from the people who have any doubts. Others, wait, girls will leave first, right? Yeah, online people, I will get back to you 1 second if you have doubts. Huh? Yes, Abhishek, what is your doubt? Yes, Abhishek, what is your doubt? You have any doubt?
Yes, sir. It's a doubt for
Yes.
the me. Sir, you have to explain for the bootstrap for all of things, how they implement and how they mesh. So how to learn of?
See, to attend React.js, first
Yes,
you
sir.
should be perfect in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap.
Okay.
Here we don't teach any Bootstrap. Here we use it. The prerequisite is for learning React is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and complete Bootstrap.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, you will explain for the any things for the how to connect for the front end to back end for
Of
this.
course, we will learn with APIs.
They will connect for the APIs.
Uh, this
They
is
will
not
connect for.
backend class. We will learn with APIs with backend servers. Understood?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yes, Nani. Yes, Nani, what is your doubt?
Sir, how many days to this course completed?
What?
How many months will take, sir?
So
This
you
course will
belong to
be
which batch?
KBHP batch.
You are
Uh,
individually learning React, or you belong
yeah,
to UI full stack, or some which batch you are?
UI full stack.
It will take 2 months.
Oh,
Yes, Tejas.
Oh, oh. Hello, sir. React batch and backend batch, sir, are both simultaneously one day.
Already going on simultaneously.
Yes, means I want that one clarification.
Already going on from so many days, both
Yes. Uh,
simultaneously.
yes, sir.
Uh, uh.
Yes.
Yes, Sai.
No. Mm.
Yes,
Sir, good
Sai.
evening.
Good
Sir, good
evening.
evening. I am from Java full stack batch.
Okay.
So basically, we need to learn more depth in React or basic of React.
So see, I don't understand what do you mean by
Sir,
learning,
basically,
learning,
basically,
learning outline or learning depth. Why you are learning technology? I don't understand. You want to learn a technology just to see what it is or to work in it.
to work in it, sir. But basically,
So,
Java developer need more knowledge in
so
that or
what?
not, sir.
After all, Java developer means you know the current generation of web development.
No idea.
Uh, once check what is going on in current generation of web development. You will not get any call from any company without any React JS or Angular in your profile. Even you are a Java genius. Understood?
Yeah, understood.
You don't
Right.
get any call.
Right.
Zero. Okay. Yes, Kartikeya.
Hello, good evening, sir. Sir, I am UI full stack batch. I want to know when the screening round exam is.
Which batch you are?
UI full stack.
Which batch? At what time you attended?
5 p.m. 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Yes, sir.
You completed the course, huh?
Yes, sir.
Then why you are attending React?
Uh, yeah, React is going on now, sir.
The React just started, na? Not
Yes,
completed, na?
yes, sir.
What do you think? You are eligible to write test on React?
Uh,
Huh?
I started in admin cell. I talk.
Now, man, if we conduct a test, will you write a test on React and you will get qualified, huh? Without learning?
Yeah, I have little bit knowledge.
Little bit is not enough. Tell me how much you know React. I will ask you question. What are latest React 19 hooks? Tell me.
Use effect and use state, use memo, use callback,
They are
and
all normal, not React 19.
React 19.
Yeah, what is use layout effect? Tell me.
No, I don't have knowledge
Now
of.
you understood. Are you eligible for test or not?
Yeah, but sir, they have told me that after
See,
6 months the
test
exam
is
will.
conducted after you complete the course. Okay. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Now, ఇది అక్కడ పెట్టు. Yeah, anybody else have any doubts? Anyone else any doubts are there? Yes, Nitin.
Can you please share the content on Google Drive? Actually, I just joined today itself. I don't have a
Uh,
previous link.
then our admin will share with you. Okay. In the community. You joined the community link.
Yes, I joined, sir.
Then you will get there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.